It is the Chopping It Up show with Jason and Sherman. Sherm, looking good. How's things going here in quarantine week number 150?
Yeah, I was just about to say this is like it's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a strong beat to step to, but sorry I kept you thinking of it's you know what? It is what it is. I'm recognizing that, you know, it's hitting everybody differently. And so I really don't have anything to complain about. Because we have one life. You know, we have a bunch of things, but we only have one life. And I don't know if that's worth risking to have or acquire more things. So we're home, we're happy, we're safe. It's all good. Yeah, how are you guys?
We're doing well. You know, again, always making it and trying to find the positives. So spending a lot of time together and doing some different fun things with the girls outside. So taking advantage of some of the nicest weather we have in Oklahoma this time of year. So really taking advantage of that, and nothing to complain about other than I don't get to go to the events and see our membership, our athletes, and you.
Yeah, that it feels weird to not have gone to any Taekwondo events for, you know, like Costa Rica seems like last year sometime.
Right.
US Open seems like it was a year ago. But,
right.
You know, again, we're adjusting to a new normal, and we'll get through it. I like you, I have been doing some cool things. So I started doing science experiments with Harper. So we did an experiment on gravity, and we measured it by dropping fruit to see which piece of fruit falls the fastest. And then I was going to have her lay there and drop fruit in her mouth, but I didn't want to choke her to death. So, but I'm just finding new ways to engage, man. And that's every time we talk about this, it always comes back to stuff that we say about fighters and new ways to engage. You know, you can't come out and you can't fight all 3 rounds the exact same way. You have to find new ways to engage. So that's kind of what we're doing now. So we come out on top.
Evan Medell, Paralympian. Welcome to the Chopping It Up show with Jason and Sherman. Evan, how are you?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Hey, listen, man. So word on the street is I don't have to treat you like a rock star because you already are a rock star. Is that a true word on the street?
Yeah, it's true, man.
Man, I love it. I love it. Listen, Evan, congratulations, man, on qualifying for the Paralympic Games, man. Talk about what that was like. The moment you realized that you were going to Tokyo to represent your country as a Paralympian.
Yeah, man, it was probably when I won Pan Am Games, Para Pan Am Games. It was the first time ever like Taekwondo was in the Para Pan Am Games. So it was like a big stage, you know, there's a lot of people there cheering. And like that final match, like after I won it, it was just like, I did it, you know what I mean? Like all like the 5 or 6 years before that you don't know, you know what I mean? You don't really know until you know. And like when you know, it's just like, it's the best feeling ever.
Well, you know, if you knew, you'd know. That's what they say.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what people say.
Yeah.
So listen, congratulations on, and not to jump over winning the Para Pan Am Games.
Yeah,
my apologies,
first ever.
not to jump over that because that's
first ever, the only one ever to win it. Don't forget.
Right. And again, this is the cool thing is that no matter who comes later, there'll never be another first guy to win it. And
exactly.
And so we salute you for that, man. Congratulations again.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, it was. I was fortunate enough to be there, to be part of that staff, and of course to coach you. And it's just a lot of pressure. I mean, but people won't remember about that I know you do is, you know, we're coming out. He's one of the last guys to compete of the competition, and you know, the United States hadn't had a gold medal in Taekwondo ever in this because first time. So again, there was probably some added pressure to you, Evan, at that. And I thought you not only did you handle it well, but you just went out there and took care of business, and that's what elite athletes do. Yeah. And you did.
I mean, that's why you do sport, so you can feel pressure. You know what I mean? Like that's what I like. I like when it's all, I'm the only one out there, you know, feeling that pressure. That's what I like.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun for sure. Yeah. So now, I mean, we've been in this quarantine for a little while here doing, and obviously you are as well, talking about different things. So I just want to talk about a little bit about the following competition and then kind of what you've been doing since then. So you followed that Pan Am Games gold medal with a European championship, and people don't really understand the para side of things, where it sounds like Europeans are just Europeans, but really it's an open event, and typically the European one is arguably the most difficult because everybody can get to that event. So it's, in a sense, Sherman, it's a Grand Prix, if you will, of the best of the best. And just talk us through that, how that day went for you.
So I mean, that tournament, everyone in the top 8 was there, so I knew like I had to like bring my A game. So I showed up. I had a pretty easy first fight, and like my second fight, I fought a guy who was ranked like number 8 or something like that. I got by him pretty easy, and then my semifinal fight was against a guy who was ranked number 2 in the world, I think, ATF from Russia. And that one, I got up ahead. Like I got up like 10 points ahead pretty early, and then I kind of put my foot off the gas, and he came back, and I was like, uh-oh. And then but I pulled that one out. And then the finals, I beat another Russian. And then so that win for me was big because it was the biggest tournament of the year, and I was the one that came out on top. So it kind of, to me, it kind of like to set to everyone else, like, this is like my division. Like, if you want to win this thing, you have to beat me. And so I felt it was a good win.
Yeah, that's cool, man. It is always good to hear the perspective of the person post event, and what what it means to you. And I like the fact that you want to be the man that everybody has to beat, because somebody gonna be the man. Yeah. And so if you go out and stake claim to it, then that puts you in that position that everybody guns for. So listen, the Paralympic Games are pushed back a year. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it kind of sucked. Like, I mean, you kind of plan for this is like the year to peak, you know what I mean? So, and like, I'm coming on strong. Like, I've won 3 competitions in a row. Like, I'm on a roll, and like, I'm ready to just keep it going to Tokyo. And then, this happens, the corona happens, and just everything shuts down. But at the end of the day, if you can't control it, don't worry about it. So, I mean, I just keep doing what I do, you know what I mean? I'm still lifting weights at a little garage gym. And then I have access to the Taekwondo school down here in Oklahoma. So I go in there with like 2 training partners pretty much every day, just work on my game. That's pretty much it, just it's different life, but it's not the end of the world,
Yeah, that's a good perspective.
Yeah, I think that's the right perspective. I agree. And the one thing that, that I felt you were smart about, and we kind of saw this, Sherm, was that they sort of, if you will, quarantined together with a couple athletes at the beginning. So they were able to have their cutout section of a training facility and keep training and the one guy who's been constant doing this from this area in my program has been Evan. And it's been impressive to see even have access to cameras and things like that, and to see them up there, whether it be footwork drills, whether it be, training, kicking, it's not stopping. And I think, again, it goes back to kind of what you alluded to earlier, Evan, and honestly, Stasia said the same thing is, I just want to be the best.
Yeah.
All I want to do is be the best. And it speaks to that with your, clearly with your attitude and with your work ethic. It shows on a daily basis. And it's showing now. And I think the people who can navigate this with that kind of attitude, you said, it's out of my control, navigate it, work through it, still find a way to go win a gold medal at the Paralympic Games. Those are true champions, and this is just going to show that. It really is.
Yeah, and that's cool, man, that you have you seem to have the right mindset, and that's good, man. And so, again, we want our membership to get to understand and know our Olympians, not just know your name from seeing it written on the website, but to get to understand you a little bit better, so that it's easy for us to cheer for you, because we got to cheer for you starting now all the way through to next year. And the more we get to connect to you, the easier that job is. Listen, one more quick thing. You're in Oklahoma, so you already have my condolences for that. What do you
where do you live, Sherm?
I'm out on the East Coast in the DC area.
Oh, so why are you
Don't-
talking trash, man?
Don't do
Man,
Come on,
that.
come on,
Good
come
one.
on. You're on the East Coast talking trash about the Midwest. Come on.
Sir,
Come on, man.
Sir, let me help you. Let me help you, young sir.
Are you allowed to go outside right now? I heard the East Coast is bad.
I can go outside, but if you go outside, what you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna go fishing.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
I'm gonna chill on the lake.
There you go.
I'm gonna go for a drive.
Okay. We do all of that. We just get our fish at the Safeway. That's all we do.
Sir, I'm going to be honest with you. I never thought I'd hear Evan sticking up for Oklahoma in my whole life. This is just glorious to me. Just so you know.
No, but listen, Evan is about that life, man. He's about being the best, and so you make the best of what the situation is, man. And I get it. Listen, what are you doing to kind of keep your mind on an even keel during all of this, which is something that none of us have ever experienced before? In all sincerity, what are you doing to kind of keep yourself level through all of this?
Yeah, I mean, just to me, routine is huge. Like, I have to get up, and like first thing in the morning I do is I eat breakfast, and then like I get a little cup of coffee, and then I go work out in my garage. And I'll come inside, I'll just do some homework, take a shower, and then I'll meet up with one of my training partners and like train at the Taekwondo school a little later. And then just keeping like just a little like routine of life going on, you know what I mean? So it kind of feels normal.
That's cool.
Yeah, and also just like I'm not the type of guy to like get flustered at all. Like, I actually had a boss tell me one time, he was like, man, I love when you work here because when it goes down, I know there's one guy who won't get flustered at all. And I was like, yeah, I just be chilling. Like, I don't care what happens, you know? So.
Yeah, and again, I'd rather have a person who doesn't get flustered than to have one who everything sends them over the edge.
Yeah.
Because, man, life is going to always throw stuff at you. You got to be able to sometimes hit the matrix or hit the Neo on them, and let some of that stuff go by you, man. So, again, kudos to you for your Para Pan Am success. Kudos for the European Championship and for qualifying for the Paralympics, man. Don't
forget kudos for being ranked number 1 in the world.
Yeah, he's
okay?
number 1 in the world.
Number 1.
Oh,
Forgot the big one.
Oh, number 1, huh?
Also, the only man to podium at every single continental also this year.
Yeah, there you go.
I love
it. Now we need to have a quiz.
All right.
Test our membership and see if they know this kind of stuff.
We'll ask him. We can definitely ask him. I mean, we're going to get opportunities to do that.
Right.
You know, maybe not. You know, real G's move in silence like lasagna, right?
Ooh, you went to the Little Wheezy? Okay.
That's right, boy.
Okay, you
Of
must have got
course
that
he's
in
gonna know.
Michigan because I know you didn't get that out in Oklahoma. But it's okay. You brought it with you, though. That's cool. You take your swag with you. That's a plan. Well, listen, man, it is. I knew this was going to be an interesting conversation.
I try to tell you, I get to see this on a daily basis. So not so much lately, but I try to tell you it's going to be entertaining.
Listen, I would have coached Para if I'd have known Evan was going to be this cool. Shoot, man. Because he needs a cool coach, but he got you, so I guess, he'd do all right.
Nah, he's good. He's happy. I'll tell you this, though. I will say this. You are one of the most even-keel athletes I've ever been around, and it really shows. You don't get too high or too low, and I think, again, that's another attribute that when it comes time to win a world championship, an Olympic medal, a European championship, that's really big. You can't get too high or too low, and this sport is really any sport, but this one in particular. Yeah. And you do an amazing job of that. And it's one of the things that I thoroughly enjoy about being around you, coaching the Para team and you in particular. So, sir, this has been fun, Evan. Really appreciate you spending some time with us.
Thanks for taking some time out of your day, number one, and rapping with us. And is there anything you want to say to the membership before you leave, before you dip out?
I mean, just stay safe, I guess, and keep training and, watch for me in 2021, win a gold medal, So
there we go.
Tune in early September 2021 if you want to watch history.
There you go. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Give me some. Appreciate it. Listen, man, Evan, it was fun, man. Thanks, man. And you stay safe and keep training, man. Best wishes to you, bro, for real.
All right, yeah, you too, man.
Thanks for joining us, Evan. We'll
Yep.
see you soon. I'll obviously see you soon. Okay.
Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
see you guys.
Bye now.
Oh,
It's
he's
fun,
a live
right?
wire. He's a live wire. Yeah,
It's
buddy.
not it's pretty funny because people think he's kind of quiet and dull, and he's not at all. Just the opposite. He's very funny, very witty. But what he is very focused, and I enjoy being around athletes like that. He and the other college age athletes that have been here in Oklahoma have it's really been fun for me. It really has. It's really been rejuvenating to be around those athletes and see them want to succeed at a high level. And just trying to help them. And you know, it was tough. They all came from an area. He came from another area of the country to come in and to buy into not just the program, but they had to buy into a philosophy and a coach and a little different type of training. And he's done it. He's done it at a obviously very successful level, but he's been fun. It's been really, really fun. And I feel fortunate enough to spend some time with these guys. And like I said, I want to be there. I'm excited about the opportunity to go and help him achieve his dream of winning a gold medal at the 2020 Paralympic Games.
No, it's gonna be an adventure, man. And to make it the icing on the cake is he really has the skills to win that gold medal. Yeah.
No, he does. He
So
does.
it's cool that you have the mindset. It's cool that you have the comedy and the personality, but it's even cooler when you actually have the skill to make it real. So
completely agree.
We're gonna keep rooting for him, man, rooting for you guys. Again, I'm gonna say this again. Kudos to you for leadership with the para program, man. You did a great job. You're doing a great job in providing the leadership, man, and giving them a little bit of what USA Taekwondo has been and what it needs to be moving forward, man. So shout out to you.
I appreciate that, Sherman, very much. It's been a great experience, and I'll tell you that these athletes they're great athletes and they're great people to be around. I feel fortunate enough to have the opportunity to do it. I hope they know how much they mean to me and the program means to me. And I just hope to only make it bigger and spread it out bigger and broader here in the United States. But so it's been fun. It's been really fun.
So that they don't feel like stepbrothers.
Right.
You know, that they're not stepchildren. They're all our athletes, and we gotta root for them. And this is how I think this is one of the platforms that we make that change happen by letting people get to know them and stop thinking. People might think he's quiet because they don't really know. So we're gonna let them get to know and get to meet.
Right.
So that's our job, and I'm happy to do this job with you, bro. For real.
Well, I appreciate it. Well, it's been fun. So that's another edition with another amazing guest here on Choppin' with Jason and Sherman. What I'm glad to see that you're staying safe. Everybody out there, we're coming back soon. We don't know when, but just know we're going to be coming back with great events, great opportunities for you to compete at the highest level, opportunities to spend some time in the chopping it up zone. I hope sooner or later too with us, because I missed that. And then of course, we want to call your fights and get interviews to you. Anytime you can get an interview with Sherm out on the mat after you won, you know that you've done something special. So we're going to continue. We're going to get there sooner than later, Sherman. But
we'll be there, but we're only going to be there when it's safe to do so.
That's right. And we miss you guys. We do.
We miss you, and we miss you so much and love you so much that we're going to stay away until it's safe to be together. All right?
Exactly.
So we're going to stay home, stay safe. Most importantly, we're going to stand strong together. All right? Jay.
Yes.
It's always a pleasure, my brother.
You as well.
Until next time.
All right, you guys. You've been chopped.
Chopped.